Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 7 already of One Credit Classics. You can see what we're going to do this week. We are going to have a look at Vigilante. A lot of people consider it like almost a spiritual sequel to Kung Fu Master, made by Irem. Came out in Japan and Europe. It was actually Data East who handled the North American version. It's a fairly straightforward tale really. You're a lone martial artist. There was a lot of those in the 80s. You had a girlfriend called Madonna. Once again, a lot of those in the 80s. You had to fight a skinhead gang. Probably a lot of them in the 80s as well. Although you'll notice that none of these people actually have skinheads, quite randomly. And you have to rescue Madonna from a guy called Giant Devil, who's the head of said skinhead gang. There's a Japanese guy called Masato Ishizaki did the music for this. Because it's quite like, I don't know, it's quite funky in a strange kind of way. He also did the music for R-Type, and this was a very popular arcade game. I used to play it quite a lot, and it also had a lot of home versions. Came out on Commodore 64, Spectrum, Amstrad, CPC, Atari, Amiga, the TurboGrafx, which I think my boy Aiden's got a copy of this on the TurboGrafx, and on the Master System. But a few differences on the Master System, like Madonna was called Maria quite randomly, and the gang was called Rogues, not skinheads. I'm going to be having a go at a One Credit Classic clear of this, simply because it's just so much fun to play. It's glitchy as hell, but all those games are from that time. Another reason why I had a look at this was there's a few people now who regularly kind of comment on the YouTube videos. A lot of people, and shout outs to kind of all of you really. I always see like my boy Callum C. Standard commenting there, my friends Martin Tran and Jim Murray and Rich Mitchell and Hayden always talking about under the Sublime YouTube handle of Subliminal VCR. Howie B as well, but there's a gentleman called Chris who comments on almost every video, and he's like full of really good suggestions and stuff, and which is quality. And one of the early ones he said, "Oh, you should have a look at Vigilante," and I thought, you know what, like I quite like the idea of doing that. So I thought it'd be a really good idea. Facebook page is taking off now as well. I've got over 100 likes, which is quality. And quite a lot from Brazil, quite randomly. So obrigado to anybody from Brazil who's logged in and who's watching this. I'll be attempting to take this lone martial artist with his sweatbands, red belt, and I don't know, like kind of white t-shirt and almost like leotard-esque outfit across 5 levels. I'll be beating a lot of people up with nunchucks primarily, in a vain hope to rescue Madonna. So that's Sunday night really, or Wednesday by the time you'll get to watch this. So thanks for all the support. Like I say, there'll be a few other links at the end of the episode, and also as well, just another quick shout. I recently bought a new controller for my PC. I saw a lot of reviews and a lot of YouTube reviews, and I'll put a link in the box to where you can get one from Amazon if you do want one. It's by a company called Buffalo, and it's called the Buffalo Classic USB Gamepad. It's basically just a SNES pad with a USB cable on the back, and it's literally just plug and play. It's got all the support for. I'm running Windows 10, and it runs properly, so it's absolutely perfect. So yeah, I'll pop a link in there. I'd really recommend it if you're after a good USB controller to play any of these old games on. I'd give them a shout. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to trek across New York City. We're going to beat up some skinheads. Disclaimer: none of them are skinheads, and we are going to rescue Madonna from the Giant Devil. So let's get into the groove. Let's go rescue Madonna, shall we? From herself at this rate. Don't bother reading that. Gone. What's the point? Middle England's gone crazy. Skinheads have captured Madonna. Daily Mail will be all over that. They tie it into something about Princess Diana, the house parket, and Travellers probably. Right, so kick, punch, that's all you need. You get the nunchucks pretty early on this level. Oh, that's not ideal. Neither is that. It doesn't matter though, it's not the end of the world. As you can see straight away when you get the nunchucks, like your range is loads of improved, got a load of improvement to it, so it's just easier to hit stuff and not get hit. There we go. Now, I have to keep macking forwards a bit because there's 4 or 5 guys who come out of here, I think. Oh no, there's as many this time. Guy with a knife. Those are dead dangerous. And there's a guy with a gun here, if I remember rightly. I might just run him off though. Duck that. And then come to this boss. So, take the pipe guys first. second pipe guy, and then I'll take Robbie Coltrane behind him. He should run into the first nunchuck hit. Oh. And I should be able to repeatedly front leg side kick him in the face. Kong Lee style. Oh, he slipped one. Well done. While repeatedly asking me to come on. I am, mate. That's what's happening. Done. Right, I've got a bit more time left, but what I'm going to do is run to the end. It's good to get the levels done quickly and not taking a lot of damage, simply because you get points. You get quite a lot of points, like for finishing the level. You get a time bonus, and you get your energy bonus as well. And what you notice is that if you get 50,000 points, you get an extra life. And on a game where you can die so cheaply like this in an absolute heartbeat, an extra life can really make all the difference. So through the junkyard now. A lot of guys with pipes, as you might imagine. Oh, there's a lot of them lying around. Try and hit him in the ankles a bit. Okay. See, the thing with the guys who grab you is, right, it's not a lot of damage. But the problem is that any of the other guys, so the mohawk guys who punch, the knife guys, the pipe guys, the chain guys you'll see in a bit, all do a load of damage. And if you get hit, you also lose the nunchucks, which at any point is a nightmare. So, as much as those guys who run at you are an inconvenience, it's the fact that the other guys can hit you that makes it worse. Take this dude out, might as well. Right, let's try and get to these two bosses. So, the two jump kicking guys. So what should happen now is they both should jump, and you've got to try and get a couple of kicks off, because if you only get one, you can't do it in the right time. See, I got a few off there, and you see how much more damage that did. They might do one at a time. That's what you've got to try and do. Otherwise, you just run out of time. So you've just got to wait for them to do the kick, get them once in midair, and then you can get them twice before they jump back up. And that's like the safest and most consistent way of doing it. This music though, menacing. That's nice, you see, because I got them both there. That's done quite a bit. Just the green one first. Red guy now, no green guy again. Now he's dead, you see, so I'll have to duck that, and hopefully, yeah, he should fall into the same rhythm. The nightmare of these is when they don't, and then you're chasing them down and he's throwing all kinds of random stuff. Because they have got a few other attacks. He's got like a ducking kick, I think, and some other stuff. Dead. That's him done though. Round kick to death. No, can't get her out. Unlikely really, I was right there with a set of nunchucks, but although to be fair, I bet it'd be hard to try and break into the back of a transit van using only a set of nunchucks. She's having a kip there, isn't she? She's not really that bad. She's just taking the shoes off. Although I wouldn't sleep next to those boxes, especially not in the back of a van. It's next to a waiting lamp. Now, this is the hardest level. Because of the motorbikes. Because of stuff like that. It's just so hard. It's so hard to time. And when they come forward like that, you just get no warning whatsoever. First life lost, so I should be able to get... It depends if I can get to the end of the level. Get nunchucks here, which is alright. The real killer for this level, right, is getting to level 4 with the nunchucks. Jump before he gets shot off. That's the key. And the other thing is, it's random what enemies you get. So, I don't want to sound like Brian Koo in what's it, King of Kong, where he's like, well, the randomness went the other way that it usually does. But it is random, so boss time now. Nice, I'll run away from him. He should throw a punch. The problem is, I'm not... Don't want to try and push him back too much, because when he backs up in that thing... Nice. Cheap as that looked, I'm quite happy with that. That was quite well done. Nah, don't worry about it, mate. You're gone. Right, let's go get Madonna, shall we? Feel free to fill the comments up with more Madonna puns. She's still in the same position. I'm arguing she's asleep there. However, the skinheads are heading downtown. Now this is the tough level. The last one's tough just because you can die cheaply. There's just a lot of guys on this one. You've got to try and advance it kind of quite slowly. Okay, that's them done. And also you got to be careful of the doors, obviously, because at any point anybody can come out of them. You got to try and not get hit. Oh no! That was alright. Oh, that was dead lucky. Shoutouts to the Buffalo USB for getting me out of that one. To be honest with you, keep running through these because what should happen is I should just get to the boss and it should just clear out. Right, a little bit like the other one. Or this one quite randomly got a load of sticks of dynamite. A favourite of 80s boss characters, I find, dynamite. You can knock him out of the air like that. He's going to jump down in a minute, which he has done here. Try and lure him into a shot. Nice. I didn't mean to do that. Crow-copped him off the bat. Right. Let's see how many points I get to here. Because I've got quite a bit of energy and quite a bit of time. I might do alright here. If I can get to about 45,000, I might be able to spam kill a load of the enemies and get an extra life. 45.5 in that neighbourhood. Let's see. It's not that generous with giving you the points here. 44 now. I'm probably not going to get an extra one. Unless I spend ages grinding. We'll see. Last chance to rescue Madonna. In my turf now, scaffolding. Obviously, he's a builder in his spare time or something, I don't know. Did that alright. I'm happy with that. Now the gun. See, the thing is, you don't want to give up a life trying to get one. He's got dead short animation, the guy with the gun has. You got to just chase him down when that happens. Right. Like a little junkyard dog over here. Right, sorry, I'm just going to go for this. Right, so I'll jump off here, fall off, jump back across. And then what I need to do is you'll back up in a sec. There we go. I try and get a kick in. Oh, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, get up. Take a few of them. It's alright, it's alright. Right. Oh, God, that looked stiff. Right. So I've backed him up enough now. It's just about execution now. It's about when he comes in, you see. Nice, got a few in there. Oh, careful. You don't want to get knocked too far back, you see. The other annoying thing about this guy is he regens health. I'll get him in a sec. Nice, got a nice few off there. Alright. Sit down! Go rescue Madonna now. 1 credit, ladies and gentlemen. As advertised. I need to get that put on a shirt or something. 1 credit as advertised. There you go. Rescue Madonna now. probably free to make all those, all that terrible stuff she did in the 90s. Way to go, dude. How 80s is this? You saved Madonna. I did indeed. Law and Order failed. Well, that's a bit of a harsh message. But the Vigilante prevailed. Amazing. This music. The Vigilante rules the city. I mean, this all seems a bit dangerous. I've killed a lot of people to get my girlfriend back. You don't know if you phone the cops. Once again, Bob me naming. Shout out to my parents. What a lot of fun Vigilante was. All kinds of fun. I'm going to be looking at doing some NES games over the next couple of weeks. I put a thing out the other day and said if anybody had any ideas. I'm still kind of running it. My good friend Mr. Bradley Wharton asked about Turtles on the NES. One, probably because he's a bit of a sadist, and two, because it is quite good to be honest, but it's dead hard, so I might have to put a bit of time into that one. My good friend Mr. Simon Deakin, who I know watches these videos religiously, shout outs to my boy Deek, asked about DuckTales on the NES, which I think I'm going to have a look at as well. But like, yeah, any requests that you've got that are reasonable, don't say like Final Fantasy 1 or something, because like I'd run out of time and you'd run out of interest and it'd have to do over about 20 videos. This has been, after what has been one of the most crazy weekends that I've had for a very long time, it's nice to sit down and play some Vigilante. It's an innocent time in video gaming, really. If you get the chance to play it, I'd recommend it. It's a lot of fun. I'd also look at playing the prequel, Kung Fu Master, which is similar and very good. And it's just from that time when all you needed to do was like beat people up and go get your girlfriend back from scaffolding. I mean, we've all done it. Do you know what I mean? All the time. The YouTube channel's up to 45. That looked brutal, didn't it? Do you know what I mean? That dude choking him, the other one shanking the holy hell out of him. Savage. But yeah, the YouTube channel's up to 45 subscribers, so another 5 and then I'll do a competition. I've got some stuff nearly made. Once I get to 50, I'll figure something out that'll put your email address in the week of the thingy that we get to 50. I'll get you to email it just to give me a name and address, or I don't know, I'll work something out. Or I might put a link on the Facebook page and get people to like and share, or I don't know, I'll work something out. But I will be sending the stuff out, so I mean, I'm looking at, I haven't figured out quite what yet. I've got a design already done, and if you check, there'll be a link in the box below to my boy Jamie, who did the designs for the web page, the Facebook page, and a few others. So yeah, there'll be some cool stuff. The schedule's going to be now, it's going to change a little bit. I'm still going to do a video every Wednesday, but when I get to 10, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start uploading the old videos on a Facebook, maybe on a Sunday or a Monday, so I've got something to kind of balance it up. So we'll still have One Credit Wednesdays every Wednesday, but then on Monday I'll upload the videos themselves up to YouTube, like the older ones. So hopefully people who are coming late to it, maybe haven't seen all these videos, will get the chance to see the earlier ones, so WrestleFest and Golden Axe. If you haven't seen any of those on this, just click on the channel button and then go on playlists, and they're all in playlists. There's a couple of trailers, and then there's all the rest of the videos in there. So I guess that's it, you know. Thanks very much for taking part and listening and putting up with the fact that I do waffle a little bit. But it's all in kind of it's all in good spirits. Vigilante was an awful lot of fun, like I say. Moving on to the NES next, so probably do some probably put a few thingies up on the Facebook page. There's a load of links below. Get involved with that. And yeah, if you are after a gamepad, it's like Dead Alan Partridge. The best executive car I've ever driven. If you are after a gamepad, they haven't paid me. Like, get yourself a Buffalo USB, because they're really, really, really sick. Alright, and so thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe. Click on the links below, see where it takes you, and I will see you on the next One Credit Classics. Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen.